Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be talking about naming chemical compounds. Let's just get right to it. So as you can see, I've already drawn down this sort of formula for how to name elements. So let me explain it. So this 2 plus in front of the element and this 1 plus, that goes with covalent compounds. So if you have a covalent compound, then you will have to do that 2 plus and 1 plus before. Now, the Roman numeral here is for ionic or transition metal compounds. So basically, if you have a covalent compound, you have this and this, and if you have a transition metal or ionic compound, you have this Roman numeral. You can't have both at the same time. So, when we name, let me just do an example really quickly. When we name, we just have the first word is the element with no changes, and the second word is the second element, but with the suffix IDE at the end. It doesn't matter if it's covalent or ionic. That's how it looks. And then you have your parentheses between if it's covalent. So let's do a quick example. For example, let's do NaCl. So let's look at the periodic table, and you can see that Na is a metal. To be specific, it's an alkali metal, and Cl is a nonmetal, which makes this an ionic compound. So that means we won't have the 2 plus or 1 plus before our 2 element names. So Na is sodium, so we leave that by itself, and then we just have chloride. So I didn't explain the Roman numeral before, but what the Roman numeral does, it basically shows the charge of a metal ion. So if you have any chemical compound with a transition metal as your first element, then you will be doing having a Roman numeral between the your two elements. And let's do an example of that one. No, okay. Let's do FeSO, it should be capital, SO4. Now, if we look, Fe is iron, which is a transition metal, and S is sulfur, which is a non-metal, and oxygen is also a non-metal. So the first thing we can write is iron, and we know there's going to be a Roman numeral there, so we can just leave that there. And something we haven't talked about yet is polyatomic ions, which I'll talk about in the next video. But there are 14 polyatomic ions, and they are just compounds that have already been named, or specific ions that have been named. So the name for SO4 is sulfate, so you will just write sulfate here. So if you want to figure out the Roman numeral here, what you would do is, you take your charge here, and you take your charge here, and you multiply them. So charge here is just an understood 1, and since it is 1 there, you know there's 1 iron atom, and so you basically make that negative. And then after you make it negative, is you multiply it by the other charge. So you do negative 1 times 4, and you get negative 4. Then you make that positive, so you get positive 4, and you divide it by 2, and you'll get positive 2. So that will be your metal charge there. Okay, so that's about all I have for you. I would recommend doing some practice on the Roman numerals and everything, because it is kind of a hard concept to understand. But as I always say, thank you guys so much for watching, Make sure to like and subscribe below, and I'll see you guys next time.